Let's talk about Lincoln Riley. Let's talk about Lincoln Riley and what he expects from this 2026 season. Lincoln Riley's head coach at USC, and he gave a quote that I thought was important at Big Ten meetings to Brandon Marcello over at CBS Sports. Quote goes, "I'm a lot better coach than at any point during the years at Oklahoma. I've definitely learned and grown a lot. There are a lot of things I've learned now that I wish I had known back then." Full stop. In and of itself, I don't find that statement to be that inspiring or eyebrow raising. I just don't see it that way. What I see is a man's realization of just how much maturing he has done. Remember, Lincoln Riley got that job at Oklahoma very young. I want to say 34 years old. He became the head coach at Oklahoma when it was clear that he was probably going to be a head coach at Houston. Bob Stoops did the shrewd thing and said, I'm looking at retirement anyway. Went to Joe C., went to, at the time, President Bourne and said, hey, what if we just make him the guy? He's got the locker room. He's got the staff. Let's just do it. And they did it. This is June 2017, and he did it. And Oklahoma goes to the college football playoff 2017, 2018, 2019. This is after he had helped reinvigorate an Oklahoma team that was not that far removed from getting crushed in the Russell Athletic Bowl by Clemson and Brent Venables and them on their way up, and was looking for someone who could help. And Riley came through from East Carolina, got with Baker Mayfield 2015 and started to go on a tear. Come 2021, Oklahoma's 2 years removed from playing in the college football playoff. You lose Bedlam, and then he tells everybody the next morning he's the head coach of USC and says some things that a lot of Oklahomans still can't let go. Like, I couldn't get the kind of players that I needed to win a national championship at Oklahoma. Yo, dog. I think that one's patently false, but I understand what you mean. I do. And then he says he wants to turn USC into the Mecca of college football, which also got underneath a lot of other people's skin because, A, Mecca is a religious place. Second, USC ain't been the Mecca of college football since Reggie Bush was running back there, dog. You know what I mean? So you have those things. And again, the way in which he left is remembered at Oklahoma. There's a way to do it. And folks at Oklahoma got we feel some kind of way about that team. We feel like we are the Yankees. We feel like we are a team that you don't just pick up and leave. We're a forever job. Riley said, no, you're not. So he goes to USC. Creates a Heisman Trophy winner in Caleb Williams, right? They make the Cotton Bowl. But they have not won a conference championship since he got there. The move to the Big Ten hasn't necessarily hurt them, but it hadn't helped them either. And he's been slowly trying to build the program in this era of name, image, and likeness. And he has a real belief that with this program, he can get there. Now, this year, he believes this is the year. He believes he's got it. And the reason he believes he's got it is the biggest thing that probably affected our timeline was that we went all in and tried to really push in year 2. And we missed some key guys in the portal. If you missed on some key guys in the portal. If you miss, not only does it affect you that year, then it also a group of high school kids that you didn't take, you aren't developing very clearly. He said, now, if I had to do it over in hindsight, which we know is not reality, I would have dove into high school recruiting more. I would have shifted more of the focus to the high school stuff second year. This is something Dan Lanning has done very well at Oregon. They have not given up on their high school recruiting at all. They recruit high school really, 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 really hard, and they go get what they need in the portal. It's a recipe that works. But now that Riley has learned that lesson, he believes that he's on to something different. He's on to building something what he thinks is the right way. And a place that has produced not just Reggie Bush and Matt Leinart, but Robert Woods, Marquise Lee, Adoree Jackson, and the Biletnikoff Award winner last year, Mekhi Lemon. Say nothing of Jaden Maaba and the kind of player that he's becoming. You know, you keep going on down the list. It's really staggering what they did. But I also think the thing that he did that was most shrewd about this year, and the reason he can say we're chasing championships this year, is hiring defense coordinator Gary Patterson. Gary Patterson is the best defensive coordinator that I have seen in my life. I put him ahead of Brent Venables in that way. I know this because Patterson made everybody else get on his playbook. The only other guy I know who was able to do that in his lifetime is Mike Leach. Everybody runs air raid concepts now. Everybody. Before, it was just him. And everybody builds their offense, or passing offense, around those concepts. Throwing to space as opposed to throwing to players. Quick game, as it is called, right? Funneling the football to your best player. Gary Patterson made the 4-2-5 regular. Nobody played a 4-2-5 until Gary Patterson started beating the crap out of people in the late 2000s and into the Big 12 play in the early 2010s. That defense is a hallmark now. And now that guy is implementing that defense across the sideline from what I think was the greatest challenge he ever faced as an offensive mind. You have one of the best offensive minds, and Lincoln Riley is one of the best offensive minds in college football, with one of the best defensive minds in college football, which means that the excuse for Riley not having a defense that can play with his goes out the window, because if Gary Patterson can't come up with a defense that's compatible with Lincoln Riley's explosive, high-scoring offense, then nobody can. Gary Patterson also means that you don't have to worry about the defense. You don't even need to coach it. You just try to be a good GA for Gary Patterson, who is a college football Hall of Famer, on the sideline. So now you're going to get to see what those things look like. And you're going to see if those two guys can do what they have not done in their lifetimes. Play for a national championship, win a national championship. And in the Big Ten, no less, which has been taking all comers. Truly, I'm expecting good things from USC this year, and I do not really expect, for this to change. I think they're going to be good. How good? I'm not quite sure, but I think they're going to be good. And if Riley's feeling bullish about what they can do in 2026, maybe USC fans should too. All right, if you like the show, send it to somebody else that you like. Send it to somebody else that you like. Tell them that you like this college football show. Tell them where they can find it. And I'll see y'all on the flip side. Doses.